Hey, what's going on guys? I'm Kevin Eknes, and today I wanted to show you a cool little lick slash arpeggio that was very popular amongst the Patreon community. Now, it's all going to take place in the key of B minor. And the arpeggio that we're going to base this off of, or chord, is going to be an A flat major triad. And upon me just playing it, you can already hear that it's a very dense, outside sounding chords. And that's the sort of nature of this lick. It's a very it gives you that euphoric moment of, shoot, he's taking us somewhere, and then it's up to the player to just choose where to take him. And with the physical nature of this lick, it's very easily manipulated, and you could take it into kind of a chromatic kind of a realm. You could keep climbing up diminished arpeggios, you could move it a tritone away. There's just a ton of different options, and it's very easy to maneuver. Anyway, in a musical setting, it could sound something like... So as you can hear, it's right off the gate. You can tell that it's very outside kind of a thing, and it's very cool and easy to go in and out of the kind of tonality that the song is in, or the chord that you're playing over is in, depending on the kind of changes or whatever you're doing. Anyway, the lick itself, how we're going to play it is we're going to visualize just a B minor pentatonic underneath it, because that's our tonality. And the chord shape that we're going to base the lick off of is going to be taken from the cage system, and it's going to be the C shape of A flat. So we're going to start here with the 11th fret of the A string, and we have the 3rd on the 10th fret of the D, we have the 5th on the 8th fret of the G, the 1 on the 9th fret of the B, and the 3rd on the 8th fret of the E. That's where it's going to be based off of, but we're actually only going to use the guts. So remove the highest and the lowest note. So we have the 3rd on the D string, the 5th on the G, and the 1 on the B string. And the way we're going to introduce the lick is we're going to come from the minor 3rd sliding into the major 3rd. And the reason why that is such a strong sort of sound is because we're so used to hearing going from minor 3rd to major 3rd in, say, blues. We've all heard that a million times, and that's why a part of why it's so kind of hits you with that element of surprise, because it's an outside flavor, but it's something so familiar, so it's very easy for our ears to attach to it. And also, another cool thing is, since we're starting on the minor 3rd of the A flat, that is actually the 1 in the tonality that we're in. And the root note, playing the 1 is the most kind of uncolorful note that you could possibly play in the key of B minor. B is the most pale color or note that we can play. And so we're going from the most pale or unflavorful note into a flat 9. And from coming from a minor kind of a perspective, the kind of introducing the flat 9 is going to give you that kind of illusion of, oh shoot, we're in Phrygian. And what's cool is moving along, introducing the 5th of the A flat. The 5th is actually the major 3rd of B. So there's 2 different possibilities that the listener is going to interpret the 5th. It's going to be, the first one could be, say, a Phrygian dominant sound. Or the second option, let's say they have listen to more of a jazz background or something like that. It could be an altered and coming from the altered scale. that's introducing the fifth, and then the cherry on top is going to be the major 13, which is just going to solidify that sort of diminished half-whole scale sort of sound. And just using this lick, we could take it a multitude of places. It's very easy to keep climbing up. Let's say if we climb up to the tritone apart from the A flat, just a D arpeggio, so we're sliding the same way, going from the minor third to major third, and then 5-1. It's going to kind of give you that sort of sense of almost like sidestepping, like you're going from kind of a thing. So very cool. Let's say we want to keep climbing up. You want to keep going with that diminished sound. So say just a B major triad and then a D major triad. Or if you want to take it the opposite way, tons of different possibilities. You want to take it to the kind of chromatic places. So many just different options of moving it around. And another cool thing is that you could also transpose it. Let's say you want to move it down to, say, an F major triad, and that sort of sound is just completely different than when you play them kind of consecutively like that. It kind of gives you that diminished sort of sound. But if you come from a point of, it kind of gives you some of that Locrian kind of flavor. So let's say, cool way to kind of utilize half diminished chord or minor 7 flat 5 chords. Just a ton of different options, and obviously from there you could also do the exact same kind of, as you've been working on the lick, you could develop it in the same kind of ways that you have been practicing. And as with any kind of a lick, it's very important to just explore the different kind of rhythmical aspects, try to start it on different spots, etc. So in this example, let's use just 8 notes and let's see what it sounds like when we're starting on the beat and off the beat, and also just giving a little tail that could be kind of an arpeggiated tail, or it could be more of a chromatic based kind of a tail. Anyway, I hope you found this lesson useful and that it could inspire you to do some new stuff. And if it did, then let me know in the comments field below. And if you hated it, let me know as well, so I know what kind of content to keep creating. And without anything else to say, I'll see you next time.